Here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today.
I'm rolling the hay once, and then once again 2 times. This part here is where the pole is. It's already pre-made. And it sounds pretty dry. Look at all the beans on there.
As always, the race is on. Come on, let's get started. So I'm heading off to the barn. Gonna do chores, and little Pippi ran across the yard to greet me today. That's a little scary coming all the way out here. His tail's all bristled because he doesn't usually come this far from the barn, but he saw me coming. Pippi! Scary, isn't it? Oh, but you're clever. So we got people looking for rams today, and I made the mistake of scheduling them both for the same time. Hi! Both are repeat customers. One usually buys our best rams, and one always wants a deal. Hi! Oh my goodness, you came all the way across. You are a clever boy these days. Yes, you are. Hi, you are a little vicious thing. Yes, you are. And Arnie's going to be heading out to the field as well, hopefully to finish off the hay that got rained on. Pippi, you know, it's almost impossible to get to the barn with you under my feet. I'm going to step on you, honey. And then this is kind of like a deja vu into when the rams were here. Just when I said the other day that these guys never ever come outside. These are the ewes in Luther's breeding group. So we'll quickly head over and see what they're doing out here. Pippi, there's no such thing as quick when you're here. Let's pick you up maybe. Come on. There we go. There. See? You're just in the way all the time. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Scotty? Slade? Hi. That was a nice hiss this morning. Good boy. You're a good boy. We thought the vultures got ya. We're happy they didn't. Hi, what are you girls doing here? I never see you come outside. That's a really good move. Pippi, honestly, I can't walk because there's a cat that's big enough to crush with my feet. Hi! Do you like it outside? Maybe now that a few of them have come out here anyway, maybe more will come out because it's much nicer out here, obviously. Luther, is that you with the smile? Yeah, Luther's out here too. Hey, buddy. Oh, and then we got one having a scratch under the feeder. What are the odds that she's going to tip that over? Slade, how you doing? You're a bit grumpy. You are, but I can't feed you if you're going to just be grumpy like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi. Good morning to you as well. Good morning. Everyone knows I'm on YouTube too. This is Macho. Macho just found a home. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're friendly.
Who's 5?
Yep. Sure. You show Lynn pictures of the.
Do you have him, Arnie? Like, he's not going to just walk.
Their lambs at Maverly.
Oh, you guys went to Maberly?
Yes, so that's the kids' achievement day.
Oh, yeah? He's not a little guy. So Macho was born in January.
In the field with my hay. It got rained on. That's what it looks like. Take a look at it. There's actually still a little bit of water in it. So I'm gonna flip it all. And hopefully late today we'll be able to bale it. It hasn't damaged at all. Looks extremely good. So, I think I'm going to take it all, flip it all over. And if I can't get it baled today, I'll bale it tomorrow. But yeah, the rain really didn't hurt at all. All what the rain did was, was an inconvenience for me. Just set me back. But you gotta have rain. So I'm gonna go home, hook up the rake, and toss the whole field over. And then we're gonna contact our sprayer. We don't do any spraying, so all of my spraying is done custom spraying. So I give the guy a call and tell him to burn the field off and get it prepared for next year for corn. And when I'm preparing it next year for corn, I'll show you what I'm doing with that field. The no-till guys will probably say, geez, you're nuts, Ernie. But we've done this for years. It really works well. And as I do that, I'll explain all that to you, what we're doing. No smell at all to it yet. So, but the longer this hay stays in the field, and it's a little damp here underneath because it got rained on, remember? This hay is going to start to form a smell. Right now, there's no smell at all on it. So the quicker I get it turned over and dry it out a little bit, we bale it, the better it is. So the longer it stays in the field, the worse it gets. So I'll tell you what we're doing today. This is the machine I'm using. Of all the rakes I've had, this is the best rake I've had. Now, I haven't had some of the other types of rakes, but I do like this rake a lot. So what we did today was, we're just flipping the hay over. You see that? We're just flipping it up. And we're flipping the green hay on top to let it dry out a little bit. So we're just rolling it over. So I'm actually rolling it. I'm rolling the hay once, and then once again 2 times, and then it ends up, the wet stuff ends up on top. If that explains that correctly. So what this rake here is, I just tied up, there's a control at the back, and I locked the one wing, we call it, 2 wings. I locked the one wing up, that it won't go down, and we're just running to one side. So what I did was, on this rake, it's got a little control right here. It's got a lock position to lock them both up. It's got a position over here where it's right and left down. And right now I'm just using the right side. That's the only side I'm using. I'm not using the left side, if that explains it. So that control, I can control which wing goes down at what time. So you can see we're just picking the hay up, rolling it over. And then what I did was, on this particular rake, the last 2 wheels are adjustable. So I just went and moved it and choked it in a little bit to give it a little bit of a kick to roll that hay over. So I moved that position right there. Some rakes didn't have that, but this rake does have that. And you can see it's doing the perfect job. So I'm just going to flip the whole field over right now. And I don't think I'm going to bale it today, but I will check around 4 o'clock. And I'll show you where I'm driving. So there's the hay. You can see it's kind of packed down with the rain. We've had a few showers. And that's where I'm driving. Right beside the hay. It's just rolling it twice over, and then it leaves the wet stuff on top. This field will take me about probably an hour to cover the whole field. And we're gonna go from there to see how dry it is. Well, normally I think most people would. Most people might just bale it right up. But you can see that spots right there is as green as the day I cut it. So I'm thinking the bale is going to be way too heavy. So I want to dry it down a little bit. And this hay is way too good to waste that hay. They say a few good days, so I should be able to beat it out as long as I don't have a breakdown.
He just got the field all raked up and he's waiting for it to dry. And he can't sit still, so we'll head into the shop and see what he's up to now. Now what are you up to? Building a hitch.
Instead of shopping for a roller. We're looking at that drill screwed and I don't know where to get it fixed. Needs a new chuck.
Buy a new chuck. You buy
Well, the thing is, years ago you would take that in and get it repaired. But nowadays it's hard to find a way to repair them. And they just throw them out. They buy new ones. It's on here. This goes right on like this. It's going to be bolted down with 4 bolts. Right in here. And this bar here is where the pull is. It's already pre-made. And it's going to go right on like that. And we're going to weld that on there. And down the side. Which normally you just put a bolt in that too. But probably just weld that. So that's where it'll be. And where's my hitch? So then the roller will go right on there. And that will be fastened on there. There. I'm going to cut that off. And then we're done. Then the roller will go right behind that. See, that goes right in there.
What is that?
The hitch. So that goes right in, and I hook my roller right on that.
Where'd you get the hitch?
For the drop. It's a truck hitch. It's just a truck hitch.
So you can put it back on the truck or put it on here.
Yeah, and put it back in the truck. See, and just pulls out. Put it back in the truck.
Nothing better than dual purpose.
Or you can go to the home Canadian Tire, and they have a whole bunch of different types of hitch that can go on there, all different types. Almost done raking, and I thought I would just go and check my beans here. So remember, these beans were planted. These beans were planted on the 1st of June. So we'll see how they turned out. Well, population is pretty good. And we got pods right to the very end. And it sounds pretty dry. I've only got one hand here. There's a little bean. We'll just see. Actually, that bean's rock hard. And that was here in the end of the pod too. Yeah, I'm thinking ready to combine. Yeah, the beans look good. I'm thinking this is going to be over a ton an acre. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, these are planted on the first week in June, which we had a fantastic summer. But I'm thinking these beans are ready to go. So I'm going to clean up the hay first. But yeah, extremely happy with that. Look at all the beans on there. And the beans are pawed out right to the very end, if you can see that. See, right to the very end. Yeah, the beans look really good. We'll see how that yields out anyhow. So I'm just finishing up my raking. I don't know how long that took me. I didn't time it. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do here. Put a lot of work into this. So it's actually drying, let's see here. It's still pretty tough yet. But I tell you what I'm going to do, probably tomorrow morning, because lots of good weather, so the rain's not going to be on me. So what I did was, see how I flipped them over? And since we go up and down the field, and that only rakes on one side, what happened is I turned the hay over like that, and turned this hay over like that. So now the two rolls are right beside each other. So since I can rake way faster than I can bale, I think tomorrow morning I'm going to come in first and rake these two rolls right together when they're dry enough. And that way the baler doesn't have to travel as far. So I can rake way easier than I can bale. So I'll rake them up together. And when I rake them together, it'll make a nice square row of hay that will form a real nice bale. So the nicer the hay is formed in that windrow, we call it, the nicer the bale comes out. So I'm thinking tomorrow morning I'm going to rake them double. So right now I'm just doing my last pass around the field. So I'm done raking. So I'm just going to move this lever to the right and left side, right there. And now both wings will go up and down at the same time. I'm going to move this back in the original position. Just like that. There we go. Find that little magical spot. So then it's locked in position. And right now that wing will pick up, and then when I let it back down, both of them will go down at the same time. Nice little convenience for that rig. So, I gotta say one more thing. I got no cab, but it's a beautiful day out today. It's cool, nice fall breeze, the leaves are changing, and I wouldn't have a cab for the world right now. I love that open tractor, fresh air going over my face. I can hear that engine purring, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now, but right in this field. It's a beautiful field, beautiful time of day right now. So I'm all done, nice feeling. I'm going to head home and get some stuff done at home, and I guess we're going to decide when I can just rake both of these together. And when I look at the hay, yeah, I should definitely let it dry for a while. But look at the alfalfa leaves, eh? Extremely nice stuff. That smells really good yet too. So anyways, I'm glad we're going to be able to save that and get that whole field baled up.
Okay, we're at the field where Arnie's raking that hay. This will be the last haying of the year. The reason we did this hay is because we're gonna burn this field off and plant corn here next year. And the weather had been so good that the third cut had grown up really, really well in here. We didn't think it would grow that fast, and we thought it was a waste not to take it off. So that's why we're back in here again. Did get rained on the other day, and there's not a lot of hay, so because it's third cut, the volume is less with every cut. First cut is usually your heaviest hay crops. But you see what he's doing now, these are the rows that he made, and there's not a lot on them, so he'd have to go back and forth quite a few times to make a bale. It would take a long time. So what he's done, I don't know if it's very obvious, but I think so, is he's adjusted the rake so that it joins the 2 rows together. So he only has to go up and down half the amount of time. See the spaces between the rows now? These are the ones that he just finished raking. Raking is a fast job, but baling is a slow job. So yeah, this way he'll be able to get all this done this afternoon, baled up, wrapped, stacked, and we'll be done. Now, I guess you shouldn't say that because you know what breakdowns do. But that's the plan. Looks like we're well on our way to that. The sun is popping out now. And yeah, we'll be just in time for beans probably next week. Seemed to take a while for the leaves to start changing this year, but the last few days it's starting to make a noticeable difference. Fall is on its way, and even though the fall leaves seem to be taking a long time getting here, overall this summer seemed to have just disappeared. I don't know where it went. As you see Ernie coming up here now. Those wheels are pulling in the hay and turning it into 1 row. We're going to move out of the way with Max. Am I in your way? I was in this way. Right, see that made 1 row? And see now, it's pulling in those 2 rows and making it into 1. I probably got in the way from there. He'll have to come back and do that. And like I said, that makes his baling job way easier now. 2 rows. Merged into 1. And that's it for the raking. Oh my goodness, I just came out to feed the cats again and to check on how Arnie's doing with the wrapping, and look it. Hi! What are you guys up to? This is the second time I caught you out here. You don't need to run away. They were out anyway. Why are you being silly? It's okay to be outdoors. That's why we left the gate open for you guys. You guys are silly sheep, honestly. You're free. You should be happy. Anyway, it's good that they come out now, even if they're very nervous about it, obviously. We did have someone else come in this afternoon and picked a ram, but they didn't take him home. Apparently their trailer needs tires. So he's gonna stay here a little while longer, and then they're gonna pick him up. I think it's a Hannibal lamb. And as you look at the sky above me and around me, you'll see that the rain is definitely coming in. Arnie's got all of the hay home, and he started wrapping it because you can't get even a little bit of moisture on the wrap or it won't stick. It's just like saran wrap. If you get it damp, there's no way it's going to make a tight seal. So, as always, the race is on. There's Big Betty. He wanted to run me over.
You having supper?
No, we never have supper.
I'm just telling you, I don't know if I can eat.
Oh,
I'm not feeling very good.
okay.
I got nut wrap.
What?
I got nut wrap.
What does that mean?
Nuts wrapping. Nut wrap.
Okay, I kind of was thinking something else, and my mind was really going in the wrong direction with that one.
Here you go, then.
Arnie's wrapping. I thought I'd go visit the lammies. Hi! And you thought you'd come over and visit. You are a chunky little Dorset. Hi. You are lovely. Oh my goodness. Look at you guys. Is it gonna rain? Hi, you guys. How y'all doing? Hi. Hi. The Dorsets made it here first, but the Suffolks came too. And first there was one, and not then there was none. Then there was lots. Hi, girls. And even our raven's here for a visit. Now Big Betty's heading over. Oh, Big Betty, sweetheart, come on over. Join the youngsters here. You butt in there. That's a girl. That's a good girl. There, let me zoom out as much as I can. There we go. There we go. You guys, this is taking mobbing to a whole new dimension. My goodness. Hi, Big Betty. We're trying to see you. But these youngsters, they have no respect. There we go. Hi, you gotta let Big Betty in. Hi, Big Betty. You're a good girl. I saw you in the lineup. You were keeping up with all the girls. Yeah, you were. You really were, because you're a really, really good, clever girl. Big Betty's going to be 11 shortly. So before she went into retirement, she had twins every year, including her first year and her last year. Hi, sweetheart. And she's always been a role model for all the other sheep. Oh my goodness, you're a good sheep. I thought the sheep might like to go for a little walk to the paddock. We'll see what they think. Are you gonna come for a walk to the paddock? Come on. Who's gonna be the first down the alleyway? Come on. Hi. Orange Dot, you can do it. Not too motivated, I see. Come on, you guys. Hi. I guess not. I'm gonna go back. So as I get mobbed by sheep again, and Arnie's wrapping the last hay of the year, we're gonna call that a day. Thank you for joining us, and please be sure to join us again next time for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye everybody.